Hey, okay, this is my second time doing a vlog, so I'm gonna jump right in. But first, let me show you, I'm drinking this huge, gallon of water because this cold has made me forever thirsty. And it's kind of crazy because I'm so hyper aware since there's a coronavirus scare that I find myself just every time I'm coughing, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I hope I'm not worrying people. I hope that they don't think that they're gonna get infected, but hopefully I'll recover soon. We'll see what happens. But today, I actually wanna talk about something I just realized, the power of positive reinforcement to beat out kind of the negative voices in your head. So I grew up hearing a lot of negative things about myself, and I was a spectacular student, but I was that way because I had a lot of negative reinforcement that if I didn't do that, if I didn't meet that criteria, bad things would happen. So I think that gave me a great deal of anxiety about doing work. I felt like I can't fail, I have to be perfect. If I'm not perfect, then I'm nothing. All these negative voices I'd heard in my childhood just cluttered my brain, and they made me feel like if I wasn't the best, I was nothing, and getting to the point of being the best was so stressful, why even bother? It's a really bad place to be. But I have a lot of work on my plate these days, and today I was thinking about how I'm gonna manage to get through everything I need to do just in the next few hours. And I found myself saying, you can and you will. And that's kind of weird for me because I don't really say that kind of positive stuff to myself. I don't say like these affirmations that show that I have, faith. I try to, I work on it, but it's not something that comes so naturally as a response to hardship or perceived hardship. And I realized it's because there's this really important person in my life who often says to me, you can and you will. I think something clicked for me. I think that when you have a childhood that's toxic, or when you've heard a lot of negative reinforcement your whole life, one part of healing is surrounding yourself with people, even if they're not that many, even if there's just a couple, even if there's just one, making sure you have people in your life who can give you that positive feedback, can show you they believe in you. And at first it's almost like there's a resistance, like, how can you think that? You don't know, you don't understand. And then slowly it can permeate. And then you can find yourself in a similar situation as me, where it's like, I said that? You can and you will? What? That's really positive. And I believed it. So that's kind of my thing for today. It's, you can change the way that you think, but it's gonna depend on both your willpower to choose better people for you and getting away from environments that reinforce those toxic messages that you've picked up in childhood or at any other time in your life. So I'm gonna go run and do all that stuff that I can and I will get done. Does that make sense? Anyway, happy Thursday. Bye.